Hello student, I am Deepak Mahale from Department of Mechanical Engineering. In this video, we will see the problems on design of shaft. In the previous video, we have also seen the problems on design of shaft on the basis of twisting moment only. In this video, we will see the problems which is based on shaft subjected to bending moment and also shaft subjected to combined twisting and bending moment. Now we will see the first problem. An axle 1 meter long is supporting in between the bearings of its ends and carries a flywheel with weight 30 kN at center. If bending stress is not to exceed 60 MPa, find the diameter of axle and sketch the arrangement. From this problem, we have to first write down the given data. In the problem, weight of flywheel is given, which is 30 kN. We have to convert it into Newton, 30 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. And also given the bending stress, sigma b is equal to 60 MPa, means 60 Newton per mm square. We have to find out diameter of axle, which is small d equal to what. This is the arrangement for the problem. In that, axle is supported between two bearings A and B, and flywheel is attached to it at its center point. From that arrangement, we can draw the load diagram. RA and RB are the reaction at point A and reaction at point B respectively, and load of flywheel 30 kN is at center, is denoted by point C. Considering the vertical load diagram, we can write down it as RA plus RB is equal to 30 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. In the previous semesters, we have seen the SOM subject. In that, we have seen the shear force and bending moment chapter. In that, the vertical loads which are going upside are taken positive and the loads which are going downside are taken as negative. From that, we can write down the equation 1, RA plus RB is equal to 30 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. Now, to find the RB, we are taking the moment at point A, which is summation of MA is equal to 0. The load at point C is going in a clockwise direction, therefore taken as positive load 30 into 10 raised to 3 into perpendicular distance as 500 mm, and reaction at point B RB is going in a anti-clockwise direction, therefore taken as negative minus RB into 1000 is equal to 0. From this equation, we can find out RB. RB is equal to 15 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. Now, we will find, for finding out the reaction at RA, putting the value of RB into equation 1, we will get RA plus 15 into 10 raised to 3 is equal to 30 into 10 raised to 3. From that, we will get reaction at point A. RA is equal to 15 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. Now, we will find bending moment. Considering the axle as a simply supported beam, we know that for simply supported beam, the bending moment at its ends are 0. Therefore, moment at A is equal to 0 and moment at B is equal to 0. To find out bending moment at point C, we have to take moment at point C. Then we can write down it as M suffix C is equal to RA into 500. 500 is perpendicular distance between point A and C. From that, we will get bending moment at point C is equal to 7500 into 10 raised to 3 Newton mm. This is our maximum bending moment, means capital M is equal to 7500 into 10 raised to 3 Newton mm. Axle are subjected to bending moment only because axle is a non-rotating member. Therefore, we have to find out the diameter by using the bending moment formula. That formula is capital M is equal to pi by 32 into sigma b into d cube. This formula we have seen in the previous video. For that video, I have given the link into the description box. We can get that video from there. Now putting the values of parameters, M is equal to 7500 into 10 raised to 3 is equal to pi by 32. Bending stress is given 60, therefore putting 60 into d cube. For the calculation of this equation, first keep left hand side term as it is and first calculate in your calculator pi by 32 into 60. After that term divide to the left hand side. From that we will get the d cube value. After that into your calculator press cube root button and press answer. Then we will get the diameter. We will get the diameter as 108.38 mm. Means we can say it as 110 mm. From this equation, we will get the diameter of shaft as 108.38 mm. We can write down it as 110 mm because at the time of manufacturing, we cannot manufacture the shaft as the diameter 108.38. Therefore, we have to take the next even digit. Therefore, the final answer for the diameter of axle is 110 mm. Now we will see the next problem on combined twisting and bending moment. A shaft of 1000 mm long is supported between two bearings. A pulley of 250 mm diameter is keyed at 400 mm distance away from the left hand bearing. The power transmitted by the shaft is 10 kW at 800 rpm. The pulley gives power to the other pulley vertically below, each having an angle of contact between pulley and belt as 180 degree. The weight of pulley is 300 Newton. The coefficient of friction between the belt and pulley is 0.15. Take the shear stress for shaft material as 60 MPa. Find the diameter of shaft. For this problem, we have to use the formulas which we have studied in theory of machine subject. Now we will first write down the given data. We have given length of shaft as 1000 mm. Diameter of pulley capital D suffix small p is equal to 250 mm. From that we can find out the radius R suffix p is equal to 125 mm. Weight of pulley also given, which is 300 Newton. Power transmitted is given 10 kW. We have to convert that into watt, means multiply by 10 raised to 3. RPM is given 800 mm, which is equal to capital N is equal to 800 RPM. Coefficient of friction mu is equal to 0.15. Shear stress tau is equal to 60 MPa, means 60 Newton per mm square, and angle of contact of belt and pulley is also given, which is 180 degree, which is given in degree. We have to convert into radian. For that we have to multiply that 180 degree by pi by 180 degree. From that 180 get cancelled and we will get the theta into radian, which is equal to pi. To find small d is equal to what? Means diameter of shaft. This is the arrangement which is given in the problem. The pulley is attached from the left hand side at 400 mm. We can see in the arrangement pulley is attached from the left hand bearing at 400 mm at point C. Now we know the power transmitted is given by capital P is equal to 2 pi nt upon 60. In this equation we put the values of parameters. From that we calculate torque. Pause the video and calculate the torque, and after that play the video to see the answer. From that equation, we will get torque is equal to capital T is equal to 119.36 Newton meter. For next equations, we want the torque into Newton mm. For that, we have to multiply that torque by 10 raised to 3 to convert it into Newton mm. Now, second step, calculation of maximum bending moment, means capital M. For that, we know the formula of tension ratio, which we have learned in theory of machine subject. Capital T1 upon capital T2 is equal to E raised to mu theta. In that, capital T1 is tension in tight side and capital T2 is tension in slack side. Now, putting the value of mu and theta into the equation, we will get capital T1 upon T2 is equal to e raised to 0.15 into pi. By simplification, we will get T1 is equal to 1.61 T2. We also know the torque transmitted by pulley is given by capital T is equal to T1 minus T2 into radius of pulley R suffix P. By putting the value of T1 in terms of T2, we will get the equation as 119.36 into 10 raised to 3 is equal to into bracket 1.61 T2 minus T2 bracket complete into 125. From that, we can calculate the term T2. We will get the answer as tension in slack side is equal to 1565.37. From this both the equation, we can calculate the tension in tight side T1. We will get T1 is equal to 2520.24 Newton by putting the value of T2 into equation 1. Now, we will redraw that arrangement which is given in the problem. From that, we can draw the load diagram as you can see in the figure. Reaction at A will be RA, reaction at B will be RB, and load at point C will be W. The pulley is transmitting power vertically below the shaft. Therefore, for the weight at point C will be equal to tension in tight side T1 plus tension in tight side T2 plus weight of that pulley, which is total load acting at point C. For calculating, we will put the values of T1, T2 and weight of pulley into the equation. We will get final total load W is equal to 4386.61 Newton, which is acting at point C. Now, we have to find out the bending moment. For that, taking the moment about point A means summation of MA is equal to 0. For that, load at point C is going in a clockwise direction. Therefore, taking positive 4386.61 into 400. 400 is its perpendicular distance from point A to C. After that, reaction at B is going in an anti-clockwise direction to the point A. Therefore, taking negative RB into 1000. 1000 is perpendicular distance. Total distance of that shaft is equal to 0. From this equation, we calculate RB is equal to 1754.64 Newton. Now, we have to calculate reaction at A. For calculating reaction at point A, RA, we are taking summation of Fy is equal to 0. Means we can write down it as RA plus RB is equal to 4386.61. From RB value and from this equation, we can calculate the reaction at point RA. We will get the answer as RA is equal to 2631.96 Newton. Considering the shaft as a simply supported beam, the bending moment at its end will be 0. Means MA is equal to 0 and MB is equal to 0. Now we calculate the bending moment at point C. For that, taking moment at point C, MC is equal to RA into 400, which is 2631.96 into 400. We will get the bending moment at point C is equal to 1052786.4 Newton mm. This is our maximum bending moment. Now, step 3, calculation of diameter of shaft. we know the formula for maximum shear stress theory for combined loading equivalent twisting moment capital TE is equal to root of m square plus t square equal to pi by 16 into tau max into d cube. Now putting the values of bending moment and torque into this equation, we will get the equation as root of 1052786.4 square plus 119.36 into 10 raised to 3 square is equal to pi by 16 into 60. For calculation purpose, we first calculate the left hand side. After that, we will calculate the right hand side term pi by 16 into 60. This term will go to the left hand side in the denominator. From that calculation, we will get the d cube value. Then you can press in your calculator as cube root of that answer. We will get the diameter as 44.8 mm. Means we can write down the final answer as 46 mm. Next even digit. I hope all of you understand these two problems. From that you can solve the other practice problems for your exam. If you have any doubt in these two problems, you can comment me in the comment box. I will reply as early as possible into the comment box. If you like this video, press like button and subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you and happy learning.